So now the second match of this, the Week 4 Unsquashable Premier League. It is Glenn Templeton in the dark shade t-shirt. And he's up against Jack Condor, who is in the orange or day-glow orange. And these two players should be an interesting contest in the sense of the way they both play. Jack Condor from the Titirangi Club in West Auckland and Glenn Templeton from Kati Club in Bay of Plenty. Looking forward to having Katie Templeton come on as well. Turn. Lengthy rally. Ooh. I'm not sure. Yeah, that ball just died as it came right to the back of the court. Glenn Templeton, as we said, from Kati in the Bay of Plenty, although Henderson Squash Club are claiming him as well. So let's see if we can get anybody from Kati coming through and supporting Glenn Templeton. Also anybody from Titirangi Squash Club. That's most of Jack Condor's family. If they want to raise their hand and say that they're here as well. Oh. Well, that was almost like a fake, but certainly something you don't want to do too often. Yesterday, Elijah Thomas also had the same issue as well, missing the ball completely, but recovering to compete in the point. What you'll see in this contest is that Glenn Templeton will try and dominate the tee. Won't always look as though he's moving smoothly, but he's able to cover the court very well. And of course the first match we had today was a 5-game epic, 13-10 in the fifth to Upper Whakalofa over Michael Shelton-Agar in 39 minutes. The two other matches remaining tonight or this afternoon, Joe Larscott up against Leo Fatialofa will be entertaining for sure. And Tenwa Chalisi against Elijah Thomas. They've had some good encounters so far in the series as well. The ball staying a little bit low in the back corners. Jack Condor's been caught out a couple of times. Not too cold outside, it's still the afternoon rather than evening. Yesterday, Glenn Templeton was very measured in the way he played against Upper Whakalofa, whereas Jack Condor was a little bit up and down as he went to 5 against Shelton-Agar as well. Again, deep into that corner, so Glenn Templeton playing a very efficient first game. Well, let's see what Jack Condor can do in this second game. Drop the first, with Glenn Templeton looking fairly solid, controlling the first game. Just looks fairly relaxed and happy to go about his business here, Glenn Templeton. Nothing too dramatic in what he's had to do. But there's a good shot from Jack Condor, moving up close to the wall and playing it strongly down the forehand side. and around the back. And top shot then, great boast off the wall, but around the back from Jack Condor, we saw a couple of those, well, at least one from Michael Schauffnager and then also a tweener as well. So we're getting the full variety of shots from all players. And also good to see some squash enthusiasts coming in to have a round on some of the back courts at Squash XL in Avondale. Held the ball nicely on the forehand and flicked it across court. Dominating that tee, but let's see if he can actually win the point on it, Glenn Templeton. No lead on that one. So Katie Templeton, we're wondering if you're out there. We haven't heard from you yet. Heard from you most other days. If you're around, let us know. So far a little bit better on the scoreboard for Jack Condor in this, the second game, after Glenn Templeton took the first. Again, just trying to move forward. It's a very strong backhand. Played very nicely from Jack Condor off the back wall. Kept us cool on that one. Doing a lot of running though. Oh, well played. Nice touch from Glenn Templeton. Templeton's still only 18 years old, and Condor is 17, turns 18, I think it's in December. Great to have you with us, Winona Joe. Where are you, Winona Joe Joyce? You in the Hawke's Bay at the moment? Good play by Jack Condor. Sticking around in this second game. Good play. A bit tight in the right leg, it seems, for Jack Condor. Got a couple of points up. A couple of unforced errors have helped Jack Condor as Templeton plays on the backhand. Almost his favourite shot. Great pickup by Jack Condor, but Templeton back into it. Oh, and that was all over the place. Well done on the rally. Well done on the rally for both players. A wide variety of shots, and eventually Glenn Templeton comes through after pushing CONDER into the wall. Couldn't get the shot away on the forehand. Templeton took the first game fairly easily. This second game, though, has been tight all the way. In fact, it's been CONDER who's had a couple points lead. They've been chopped away, though, the last little while. Well, it's a bit hard to tell who's actually going to win this game at the present time. It's both players sticking to each other, no one really wrestling it, aside from 2 points Jack CONDER had at 7-5. Was a much better rally by Templeton. He really needs to push CONDER into the back of the court. He used much better length there. It's about 3 or 4 shots pushing him into the corners. That will help. There we go. That's another one where the ball was pushed deep. It's got the game point now. So the tactics for this point and into the third should be keep it into the corners. It's very easier said than done. So 10-9 to the lead. It was a little bit difficult to see for the official, Heather Finlay. Great to have her here with us as well. So thank you, Heather Finlay, over the last 4 weeks. Oh. And the mistake there from Jack CONDER. Game 2 goes to Glenn Templeton, 11-9. Into the third game of this match between Glenn Templeton and Jack CONDER. These guys are only about a year apart in age. Templeton 357 in the world on the PSA rankings. CONDER yet to get a ranking. But certainly if he plays this well, and if there is any tournaments around the world, he'll be able to pick one up. Stewart High School, Mount Bremer. Nice recovery, not quite in the end. Using the corners again, Templeton. And we could see to the side of the court, Leo Farialova warming up, stretching. Getting ready for his match against Joel Oscott after this. Gave a let there. Conder okay, spending a bit of time on the ground. So still 2-1 to Templeton after that lap. After each shot, Templeton just taking his time, moving forward again, getting into the tee. Good depth by Condor. Much better rally. Not quite. Just needed to stay in the rally for a couple more shots. It would have helped. Glenn using that tee very well during that point. Very close to being above the line. Good flick off the feet. Templeton. And Jack being told, well, if you're going to call it, call it. Don't do it halfway and then afterwards when you lose the point. Maybe, oh, play. Ooh, bit of thought there. You were lucky, I believe, on that one, Jack. The ball was flying through. If you had got to it, well, it would have been well done. Ooh. Not sure if Jack Condor hit it himself then. That's a better shot, much better shot. Take your time, Jack, and you'll do a lot better. He's been dictated to at the moment by Glenn Templeton, who's again playing a very efficient game, just like yesterday. Yesterday, though, for Jack Condor, it was a different story. It went 5. He lost that in 5 to Schottenegger. So he may be feeling that a little bit. And good to have a few spectators coming in and a few fans of the sport out on the back courts having a hit. That's what we want to see. And put away nicely there from Glenn Templeton. Got himself into a good position, able to slap it away. Hitting right in the corner. Every ounce of his body into that one. He had a lot of opportunities. A lot of opportunities there, Glenn Templeton, and finally winning it. So again, just like yesterday, a very solid and efficient performance from Templeton as he looks to wrap this up. Oh, there's the tweener. Oh, that's nice, carried across. Oh, but not. Wasn't quite what we expected. He called it. And well played by Glenn Templeton, winning in straight. And a very efficient, is the nicest way of putting it, display